Hi, Collective. Welcome to Intuitive Fast Tarot 911. I'm Jenny. Welcome in or welcome back. So, I was getting an intuitive download today, and it was someone didn't plan on getting attached to you. So, somebody you were with in the past who, I don't know, it sounds like things didn't work out. Maybe it was a hookup. Who knows what it was. So we'll get more info on it. But I hope you guys are doing amazing. Happy Tuesday. So, Spirit, what do we need to know about this person? What's the focus of the reading? What's the focus card? Strength. Okay. What is the challenge to strength? Cards are looking to fly out here. What's the challenge? Queen of Swords. Someone truthful. Someone quick-witted, independent. What about that? Well, wait, let's get the hidden blessing first. What about the hidden blessing? What's the hidden blessing, Spirit? I'm all over the place today. The Tower. The ending is the hidden blessing. Delusions. Clearing up delusions is the blessing. Interesting. Okay. So we'll get a little more. I'm going to take a sip here. What can you tell us? And we'll pull other cards if we need to. What about strength? What do we need to know about that? It is super windy here right now. I don't know if the camera will pick it up, but it is very windy. Four of Swords. Rest after exhaustion. Okay. What about Queen of Swords? Page of Swords. Some sort of communication. Okay, and what about the Tower? What about the Tower? The Lovers. An end of a relationship. Okay. So someone who didn't plan on getting attached to you, but did, and the relationship ended. I'm curious about all this other stuff. So let's use what's the tea to see what we can find out. So, Spirit, what do we need to know about this strength, Four of Swords, related to someone not planning on getting attached? What do we need to know about this person? Moves in silence. So they could be watching you and you don't know it. What about that? Unfazed. I feel like this is you doing your thing. Okay, what else about that? Dodging bullets, blocking bad energy, escaping toxic people, haters can't touch you. Okay, we'll get one more for that. So, what about dodging bullets? Played out. Maybe you knew this person wasn't for you. Maybe somehow you figured that out, but they didn't want you to figure it out. I don't know. What about the Queen of Swords? What about the Queen of Swords? Fake accounts. Watching you from fake accounts. Okay. What about fake accounts? Creepin'. I love this card. You see the little owl? He's so cute. Okay. So somebody is watching you. What else about this? Ain't shit. Look, there's like there's a picture of lovers in the garbage. So you were done with this person? What about that? Into you. Good chemistry, great vibes, pure intentions. I already tried to do this reading and it was very confusing. I wasn't liking it. But it was kind of the situation where there was two people and I wasn't sure what was going on, so I aborted the mission. Okay, what about the Tower and the Lovers, Spirit? Girl fight. Jealous vibes. Okay, what about girl fight? Screenshots. Saving receipts. Facts over feelings. What about that? Spiritual hater. This came out in the last reading, I think. Okay, one more card, Spirit. What about spiritual hater? Obsessive lover. Clingy, controlling, can't let you go, karmic and chaotic. Interesting. Okay. So, I don't know who's here, how long you've been here, so I'm going to tell the tower story. So, basically, two people go into the tower. They build this delusional life around themselves, and then eventually the tower crumbles. So, something that wasn't based in reality fell apart. So, we need more info, though. Oh, dear. All right. So we'll use what's the gossip deck and just see what else we can find out. So what about this dodging bullets and played out? What about that, Spirit? Blind date. Surprise meeting, unexpected chemistry. Could be love or disaster. Interesting. What about that? Poker face. Hiding true feelings, impossible to read, emotionally detached, you'll never know. Okay, so you're dealing with somebody who doesn't want you to know how they feel. What about moves in silence and unfazed? For 300, Alex. Just kidding. Real, fake, commitment issues. Okay, so somebody's got commitment issues. What about the commitment issues? On red. You left somebody on red. Good for you. All right. Okay. So what about ain't shit, creeping, and fake account? Divine timing. Oh, yes. Everything always happens in divine timing. What about into you? Good chemistry. Broken promises. Disappointed expectations. Failed commitment. Loss of trust. Words meant nothing. Okay. What about girl fight and screenshots? What about that? Bounce back. So whatever you go through, you bounce back. So what about that, Spirit? Life lessons. Completing cycles. Wiser now. So you learned something about this person. What about spiritual hater and obsessive lover? What about that? Soul contracts. God damn it. Soul contracts are the real shit. I mean, I don't specifically know how you get out of them, but you're destined to meet. What about that? Side hustle. Multiple incomes, extra earnings. So you're busy in your side hustle and this person is in a soul contract with you. Status upgrade, new achievements, moving up, social standing, lifestyle elevation. Interesting. And then payday. financial rewards, money rolling in, celebrating success. Okay, okay. So, whoever this person is, you could have met them on a blind date. They could have not revealed themselves to you because they do have commitment issues, but they are stalking you in some way, shape, or form. And I feel like you're going to get a message from them. And I do feel like they're very into you. But something happened. There was some delusional thing that was going on in the relationship. And I feel like you're doing you, working on financial situations and yourself. But this person is not over you. So let's get some tarot. So Spirit, what about this? What about this person? I mean, originally I felt like there was more than one person here. Let's see if we can get an answer to that. Is there more than one person here, Spirit? 9 of Cups. Huh. 9 of Cups is wish fulfillment. Wish is coming true. What about the 9 of Cups? 3 of Cups. That makes me feel like there is more than one person. Okay. This could be a social contact of yours. This could be somebody that you've never done the horizontal mambo with. I don't know where that's coming from. Okay. So, I don't know how they would become attached to you if you didn't. Well, I mean, I guess you can be attached to people just by having conversations with them. Okay, so what about this person who has commitment issues and got left unread? 8 of Cups. There was a breakup of some sort. Okay. What about the 8 of Cups? What about the 8 of Cups, Spirit? 10 of Cups. Interesting. So you got the 10 of Cups after you moved on from this person? So you could be in another relationship. Cups is emotions. And this is all cups so far. The 9 of Cups, the 3 of Cups, the 8 of Cups, the 10 of Cups. All emotions. All, I would say, yeah, we'll stick with that. What about all these cups? What do we need to know about all these cups? Hi, Oliver. 4 of Wands. So you're going to be heading into a stable relationship, possibly a marriage. What about that? What about the 4 of Wands? 2 of Coins. Huh. I don't usually get this, but in this situation, I'm getting that there might be 2 people. I gotta take my sweater off. One sec. Oh, better. Okay. All right. So, what about this 2 of Coins, Spirit? 9 of Wands. Persevering. What about the 4 of Wands? Page of Coins. Could be someone younger than you. Huh. Interesting. Okay. So why is this coming out today? Because this is not making a lot of sense. Why is this coming out today? Because the moon. What about the moon? What about the moon? I don't want to say what I'm thinking yet. Five of Coins. I feel like this person is in misery over the fact that they were fearful about this relationship. I mean, they could very well have secrets, that's for sure. But I feel like if you end up in a relationship, a serious relationship with somebody else, this person is going to regret it for the rest of their life. What about the Moon and the Five of Coins, Spirit? Seven of Cups. Reminiscing. What about the Six of Cups? The Sun. This person is thinking about what happened between the two of you, wanting success. Huh. Okay. What about the Sun, Spirit? The Emperor. What about the Emperor? Queen of Cups. I feel like you are heading into a match. This could be the soul contract. What about this past person? The Chariot. Something needing to happen. What about the Chariot? Seven of Cups. I feel like this person, this past person, feels like if they don't move quickly in this situation, they are not going to, they're not going to have you. They're not going to be able to basically have a harvest with you. Okay. So what about this Emperor, Queen of Cups duo? What about that? Eight of Swords. What about the Eight of Swords? The Magician. So there's some kind of restriction, confusion related to your relationship with this Emperor. But it's self-induced. And you're the Magician. Or maybe they're the Magician. This is so interesting. Okay. So in both of these situations, these people got attached to you unbeknownst to what they wanted. So what's the outcome, Spirit? What's the outcome? The Mentor. A shift in belief systems. What about that? Seven of Cups. Procrastination. I mean, are either one of these people going to move forward? Five of Swords. Defeat. Eight of Wands. Rapid movement. Okay. Okay. So I feel like you are possibly going to hear from both of these people. So where's the collective? Let's ask that. Where's the collective in all this? Knight of Coins. Being patient. Cautious. Six of Wands. Having victory and success, possibly by yourself. Ace of Coins is on the bottom of the deck. So is the Eight of Coins. So is the Two of Cups. And the King of Cups. And the Two of Wands. Holy shit. So whatever this is, you're gonna have a new beginning, a team that has teamwork involved, and you're gonna have a choice to make. The Two of Wands and the Two of Cups makes me feel like, let's take the King of Cups out. So if we take the King of Cups out, it makes me feel like, is it going to be love or passion? Or what are you going to choose? Or is it both? Interesting. Okay. Okay. I thought there were two people here and I couldn't like piece it together the last time. So this makes a lot more sense. So let's get you some chimes. This went on way longer than I thought it would. All right. Jeez. Jeez Louise. All right. So we got a present, a cat with a giant head, a guitar, a checkerboard, a bunny with a pearl, a whale tail, and a shirt that looks like a nurse's shirt to me. I always think it looks like a nurse's shirt, probably because I'm a nurse, so I don't know. Let's get you some letters. So we got a C, an O, another O, an H, an F, a F, an S, an A, and a K. So let me know if this resonates. I almost abandoned this a couple of times because this is like pretty wild. But let me know if this resonates. Let me know what happens. I'm very interested to know. And I love you guys so much. And thank you again for all your likes, shares, subscribes. I really appreciate it. I have another intuitive download, so I'm going to do a reading after this. But if you guys need me, I'm here. Bye, friends.